Hey friends, it's Red Carpet Roxy, and tonight I'm on the red carpet of the Krystal premiere. I'm going to be chatting with all the stars, so you don't want to miss it. To work with your beautiful wife too on this one, which is always a bonus, I'm sure. Why was it the right project for the two of you to work together?
It came about late in the process simply because I was trying to get somebody else to play the role, and when it became clear that I needed to play the role, then there was a no-brainer, and it was a great role for us. It's two southern college town. It's a couple, and they love each other, but it's just great.
Mirrors real life in a way, probably, right?
It really does, and she's so delicious in this thing. It was one of the best days of shooting, 2 days of shooting I've ever had.
Really?
We rehearsed it. We were really ready to rock with it. All four of us in the thing. We could have shot this thing all day.
Why was Rosario the right pick for this?
She plays Krystal, the title character, who is soulful and deep and funny and damaged and sexy and lusty and catnip to men and incredibly beautiful. That's what the character needs.
Right.
Well,
it's a perfect mix, right? It's like sold.
Yeah. I think we've covered the bases.
Yeah, right. Nick too, who is great in this film. I mean, you really have a fantastic cast. Were you sort of like full on hands-on with the casting process, like pulling everyone just from top to bottom, huh?
It's the most important. If you get the right cast, you're almost finished.
Yeah, right.
And if you don't, you're completely finished.
Right. So congratulations on this film.
Thank you.
Chatting with Bill, and he said the 2 days you guys shot were some of the best filming he's ever done.
I know, he's so sweet about that. He loves the Ogdens. Ogburns. Ogburns? I think they're Ogburns. It was a long time ago.
He said it was like the perfect casting for the two of you. He's like, they love each other. It's like so passionate,
Yeah, it was sweet. We had a great time. Yeah, we had a totally great time.
So what is it like working with him on set?
Well, we've been working together since I was 22, and it's wonderful. I mean, the small things are wonderful, like getting up in the morning and going to work together, and then sharing a trailer is wonderful. And then once it gets to the work, we both love being actors, and he's a wonderful director, so it's just it's a joy.
Why was it important to take on this role and work with the amazing Bill Macy directing?
Bill is just incredible. Amazing. He's remarkable, and it was really fun working with him on this because he's just worked on this for 10 years.
Yeah.
This is his baby, so I think he's acted out every single character, and so he would come in and he'd go, okay, so, and he'd kind of just do all the different characters and your stuff, and I'm like, oh wait, that's me. Oh, okay, cool, got it. I see what you're doing, which was really helpful because the tone, the comedy and the tone is not something I'm always so comfortable with and used to doing, so it's really good.
So what was it about Nick that you loved the most?
Nick is just so on fire right now. He just is so present. He's a beautiful human being. He really loves art and poetry and great music and movies, and so he's just has that very differently than his character, because his character is incredibly naive, but he just has that curiosity and just sense of adventure, and just he's super down. He's so chill, so you wouldn't necessarily think so, but he is very down to do just about anything, which is, you can get into trouble in Atlanta, so it was fun. That's what this film really talks a lot about, actually, is just really being vulnerable and really surrendering to the process, and not taking it on too much, because it is overwhelming. Life is overwhelming, especially when you've made bad choices and bad decisions. It's really, really hard to get back up, and that's where you need your community. So it's really beautiful seeing how all these strange people kind of come together in these odd circumstances and pull through to be better people.
And what was it like working with Bill as a director?
It was such a thrill to work with Bill as a director because people will love him. Yeah. We paraded him around like nobody's business. We were not shy about that because people love him. He's iconic and he's a legend. But the way people embrace him and want to work really hard for him, so look, you always try to inspire people to do their best work for the film, but it comes automatic when Bill Macy is the captain of the ship.
And working with Felicity too, his wife, I mean, how was that dynamic on set?
I had have to say it was incredible because they're both they're consummate professionals. The other thing is the one blessing about independent film taking so long to get made is that I would have been like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, let's do the movie and goodbye. But after 14 years, they're two of my best friends. And so Felicity is she's so close to my heart. So I'm really lucky to have them in my life.
That's amazing. Well, that's a wrap from the Krystal premiere. This is Red Carpet Roxy. And until next time, bye.